If you're not jacked right now, yet you know you're on the right path, why are you stressing? It's just a matter of time. And this is what many lifters don't understand. They watch so many steroid abusers on Instagram and YouTube that they've lost track of what's actually realistic and end up staring at themselves 50 times a day in the mirror when that's only wasting your time further advancing that body dysmorphia. The way that I see things, you're educating yourself, you're on a good program, and things will happen when they need to. And to stress so much about the end result that's pretty much inevitable only leads to worrying, especially since you don't see the day-to-day changes. Here's the thing. When there's a guy who gains weight, he doesn't notice it instantly. It takes a few months. It takes that moment where you put on a t-shirt and it's really tight around your gut. You try tightening up that belt, but you can't no more. Those pants don't fit quite right. And then people start calling you out. Or you look in the mirror, turn sideways, damn, there's a bit of a gut going on. How did that weight gain occur? I mean, surely you would have noticed it after 1 week or two. But no, that's not what happened. You got used to it. It's similar to having a little sibling or a child that is constantly growing every single day. A year passes by and you don't even notice what happened until you look back. Maybe you have some measurements on the wall or you got pictures. And that same logic can be applied to bodybuilding, physique transformations. Every few months, you're going to get bigger and bigger, a little bit better. And even if you've been training for a long time, there will be improvements that you will not catch. The mind itself will be deceiving. That I can guarantee. It's only until you see a throwback pic. Some random day you look at an old pic, you're going to be like, damn, I made all these muscle gains. And that's why I'm such a big believer of tracking your body measurements, because they will not lie. If you gain 3 inches on your waist, there's something going on. Likewise, if you gained 2 inches on your arms, that's objective. You might not see it. You might still see that skinny guy, because there is some insecurities about this that we all go through. But in reality, you've made tremendous progress. What if you have to get a wardrobe overhaul? You show up at the mall or whatever store you're going to, and none of the clothes fit you anymore. And then you look in that mirror, you're like, bruh, I put on all this muscle mass? That's when it clicks. You're going to have that aha moment. No idea what that's going to be for you, but usually for me, it's when I get clothes. I go out and it's like, whoa, this fits a lot different. Upper shirt size, everything's a bit tighter, especially in the areas you're specializing in. So I notice that when I'm doing things like bench specialization, my pecs feel a lot more full. My upper back gets really tight if I'm doing a lot of pull-ups and overhead press. And I'm feeling it right now. I'm feeling pretty damn good right now, really filling in those clothes. And that's because I've been putting in the work year after year after year, and I'm constantly getting better. I look better now than 5 years ago. Small increments, but you only notice it after all that time has passed by. That's why it's smart to commit yourself to the process, not the end result, because you're in this journey long term. There's nothing you can do about it. It is what it is. This is the now. We got to deal with it. To stress about what is to be. First of all, there are certain things that we can't control, like this whole quarantine situation that threw off a lot of plans. So there's that to consider. Possible sicknesses, different life circumstances. So there's that, right? But then there's also the fact that if you know you're on the right path, what is there to stress about? And worst case, let's say you do have a lot of fears and they do come true. Okay? What was the point of that then? What was the point of stressing about something that was going to happen anyway? All you did was elevate your cortisol. Stress yourself out for no reasons. So what I'm saying is, whether it's good or bad, accept the inevitable, or rather, don't think about it. Stay within that process, be committed, be consistent, and things will naturally sort themselves out. And this goes for many aspects of life. And in the case of lifting, man, I'm telling you, you're going to be walking down the street. You're going to see people staring at you. Why are they looking at me? Oh shit, it's because you're the most jacked motherfucker here. Everyone else looks like a slob. But you got muscle. I'm telling you, it's going to happen. When you go to the gym, people might ask you for advice, whereas they did not in the past. Why? Because they see you as a credible figure. They see a guy who's put in the work, who's crafted his physique, who's dedicated. That's when you know you're on the right path. You're going to get compliments from your family members, your loved ones in general. People will take notice. And that's not something you can escape. You might not see it yourself, but I can promise you that others do. Especially if you're someone who watches a lot of YouTube fitness or Instagram, because your standards are up here. So keep that in mind as well. When you're shooting for excellence or elite status, Intermediate or advanced doesn't seem that good by comparison. But objectively, it's pretty damn good. So think about that too. Realize you've gone a long way and you're going to build a lot of muscle mass. Your first 10, 20 pounds, I would say 70-80% of your physique is going to transform completely. And after that, it's just constant refinement, getting a little bit better every time. The when factor is not the most important thing. The how factor. What is the plan? The appropriate plan of action that's going to manifest itself into acquiring the physique of your dreams. And I'll add one more point about the programming. If you're following a system that thousands of other men have used with tremendous success, let's say a 9 out of 10 success rate, why are you worrying? All you got to do is follow the damn plan. So if you yourself don't have the greatest idea of how things work, guess what? Someone else can guide you in the right direction. At that point, it's all about staying committed to the plan. Oftentimes, consistency can override other factors. Are you in the gym frequently? Are you eating and sleeping properly? These basic questions, can you answer yes? Could you check that box on every occasion? If so, just be patient because the numbers and muscle gains will definitely occur. You're going to look in the mirror one day and be like, damn, what happened to my physique? I look freaking amazing. It's when you least expect it. And this goes for many other things. And with that said, I'm done talking.